the colors.
Okay. I was going to say yes with the inner eye, inner corner.
Oh my God, the nails.
Oh. We're together. We are coordinated.
Wow. I'll let it work. Okay. I'm doing great. My accountability partner was just checking up on me. I'm supposed to be working out right now, but it's okay. But it still counts because we're talking about working. That's how we make it. It happens.
It counts. It's the same thing.
So Sabrina, I had a question for you because I relate to Quinn. I have no rhythm whatsoever. Okay, I almost died trying to do a little stepper today during my aerobics.
Quinn almost died a couple times too. So did I.
Just saying. So I wanted to know, because you both have dancing backgrounds, but is it harder to act like you can't dance versus actually dancing full out?
Arguably, yeah. I think there's reasons that both of them are really difficult, because I think the amount of energy that it takes to nail it every time is probably like a little bit more than it takes to not nail it every time. However, the like realistic expectations of looking like you're actually a bad dancer if you do have rhythm are not as easy as I thought they would be going into it. So that's why it was really fun to experiment and just, make sure that I was like actually feeling like completely off rhythm, out of my body, just like in any way possible, like trying to get out of like the perfectionist head that I usually live in as Sabrina and also as Quinn. So yeah, it was really fun, but I'm right there with you though. I have, especially dancing next to Liza and every other person in this movie, I was like, wait, I actually am Quinn. I was like, wait, this is too real.
I really want to relate, but it's just, I can't. It's just,
you can't help it.
I can't help it. Body.
Off right now. See?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Do you want me to be doing the other half?
Yeah, pass it back. She's real good. Sabrina's real good at looking bad though, but she's real good at looking good too. Like
You brought it back to a compliment.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
Hype your friends.
Bring it back. Now, Liza, I wanted to know more about because you do have a dance background. You were getting it in the movie. So I just want you to let everyone know what your dance cred is and give us a little background as to what your dance. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'm in Houston, Texas right now, so allow me to rap real quick. Shout out to the Houston Ballet for bringing a girl up into the ballet world.
Yes.
Took a little hiatus during middle school, was going through some hormonal changes. And then high school, I jumped back into dance, drill team. I was living my Friday Night Lights dream, so shout out to Lamar High School, know your roots, water them. And I did drill team dancing all throughout high school and ended up being a captain. And now I ended up somehow in a dance movie. So I haven't really danced I've danced unprofessionally for most of my life, but I guess you can count it as professional now if you end up in a movie. But
I mean, you in a movie now is professional.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I got it.
Now, one of the big things that I love about Work It is your characters feel like they have to go through this path of the path that is destined. This is what everyone else has done, so this is what I have to do. And so I wanted to ask you, in your respective careers, have you ever felt like you needed to conform to a certain road in order to get your career goals, or have you, do you strive to make sure that you create your own path? And Sabrina, we can start with you.
Incredible question. It's so true because it's something that you don't necessarily talk about a lot because you're so in it. We're definitely so in our own lives and our own careers or whatever is happening that it's nice to zoom out sometimes and be able to look at it from that perspective of like, I definitely think that people have had an idea of where I should be and what I should be doing and how I should get there and the steps I should take or not take. And I think at the end of the day, like, it's all come with me growing into myself and being confident and trusting myself enough to make the choices of what it is that I want to do. Because at the end of the day, it's like my life. So if I don't make these choices now, then I'm going to be living with someone else's choices that were made for me instead of living with my own. And I'd so much rather be mad at myself for making a choice that I didn't like than be mad at someone else later on. You know what I mean? And I think that there is no being mad at yourself because at the end of the day, everything's supposed to happen and it's a learning lesson. But yeah, I mean, Liza can also speak on this too because we both had these like long roller coasters of journeys.
I know I've had a very different path of coming into this industry, a much more, kind of digital path of like being a content creator and shifting into, creating content with others and then starring alongside Sabrina in content that's not my own, but I'm so happy to be a part of. So I think just like it's a natural human instinct to want to put labels on people and identify them. But living a life that is labelless is something that I've always wanted and want to be for kids growing up. Allowing yourself to be free of expectation of others and set expectations for yourself, and then exceed them if possible. Like having the utmost fun of redefining yourself and not sticking to a definition someone has placed on you is something I think is so important to embrace as a teenager, as a young adult, and even as an adult, just defining yourself and redefining yourself over and over again. I think that's the time the world is in right now, where we're rediscovering ourselves and having fun experimenting with ourselves again. So hopefully this just encourages some people to try something they've never thought to tap into before and tap into that potential and have fun with their power.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the great question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Nails.
Bye.
Bye, Nails.